Everybody. Welcome to Off the Bat. Tonight we're just gonna have a pretty chill OOTP, uh, just a random live stream of OOTP. Uh, we're just gonna be uh, yeah, we're gonna be playing Off the Bat. Of course, we're gonna be looking through the comments. I want to make sure that everybody like I want this to be a pretty social event. So right now I'm the Tampa Bay Rays, and what I did was I brought back legends from like the past. I introduced them as the year they got into pro baseball. So like Lou Gehrig, I introduced him as uh, when he was 19. Uh, you can see there's Honus Wagner, Ted Williams, Willie Mays, Rogers Hornsby, uh, Johnny Bench, Walter Johnson, Christy Mathewson, uh, and Lee Smith. Yeah, so the team obviously, and it's just to see how they would perform in a league such as the evolved 2020 Major Leagues. So, of course, I want people to join. That's my main focus. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and play. I'm just posting it on our Instagram. I want to make sure everybody sees everything. I want people to join. Right now, it says there's one person on it. So yeah, let's just watch the game. So what happened so far in the game? The reason I have Stroman. So originally I traded away Joey Gallo for Max Muncy, and then I traded Muncy away for Edwin Diaz, the closer, and Marcus Stroman. I think that was a good deal. I know Muncy. I think he's only being paid $5.5 million this year, but I do want to see Lou Gehrig play first. We do have some typical videos like these. We're releasing a new line of videos about introducing a player to the majors, but we're not forcing them as the starter. Of course, the assistant GM is doing all the work. And once they switch teams, we switch teams too, just to be sure to track them. We let our assistants and our bench coaches do everything so that we can autoplay as quickly as possible. Uh, to the one person in the chat right now, it'd be great if you could leave a message. I'm here to chat. Willie Mays with bases loaded, no outs. And ball in the air. Too close to run home, though. Todd Frazier. And that, it's right in the corner. It's going to be a double. Maybe. Is he going to run home? No. Yeah, so 2-run double. I'll take it any day. Obviously, it's nice to see bases loaded. With bases loaded again for Andy Ibanez. We've gotten pretty lucky with him because he's hit a lot of homers this year. His first game, he actually hit a double dinger. Considering he's also not a high-ranked player in the game, I originally I didn't think he would be very good. When I look at his stats. His projected WAR is crazy. He's hit 3 homers so far, none of them in the last 5 games. He's my starting. Of course, he's probably my worst starter. He's my starting second baseman. Johnny Bench, he's at the end of my lineup because right now his ranking is not as high as him at the closer to the peak of his career. Obviously, there's him at the start of his career. He's still hitting 300. He's one of my backup players, and he has a very good defense, which is good for us. So that's the end of the bottom of the first. We scored 6 runs. I'd consider that a very offensive offense. Hunter Renfroe, 8-game hitting streak. Let's try and break it this game. It's always nice to see cool achievements like those, breaking hitting streaks. Okay, we got two people on. Whoever it is, drop a comment down below or to the side, whatever view you're on. Obviously, I'm here to respond to all your questions, answers. You should also go check out our Instagram at Off the Bat Baseball, our Twitter Off the Bat B-Ball, our podcast Off the Bat Baseball. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Radio Public. That's Pocket Casts. That's all I can really name off my head. And then also subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications because that's important. So we didn't score any runs in the bottom of the second, which is odd because we scored 6 in the bottom of the first. I think we went through our entire lineup, actually. It's a deep ball, but nothing to be concerned about. Yeah, Hunter Renfroe, obviously, it says he's in a slump, but he is on an 8-game hit streak. If we break the hit streak, again, like I mentioned, it's an achievement. So here we are, bottom of the third. Willie Mays up at the plate. Looks like it's going to be a walk, but yeah, there's some contact there, and there's an error. So shortstop Joey Wendell, he gets the error, and then Willie Mays. It's not added as a hit, but he is on base. That's a nice double. I don't know if the runner's going to go home. Yeah, he's not. Okay, so no outs so far. Guys on second and third. 2 strikes down. That's 1 out. Andy Ibanez, I've had a prequel about him. I said I didn't expect much from him, but he's having a very good year. Johnny Bench, yeah, he's an amazing catcher. You can see his potential. At the start of his major league career, he's like 17. Obviously, he's having a great year this year, but his ratings, obviously, when he reaches his potential, the name will be like he's one of the greats. Obviously, I want to see if these players have played better in their former career, or if they played better in their OOTP redo career. So we scored 1 out. We scored 1 run. Kiermaier's up. He's hitless. So he gets a ground out. I think what's his name? No, Renfroe shouldn't get up this inning. I don't want him to. To the 2 viewers on right now, of course, it'd be nice if you could subscribe, turn on notifications. It's really something easy to do. We'd be able to keep making great content for you. Yeah, I'm going to lower my mic. Sounds should be a bit better now. Back in the offense, Rogers, Hornsby. It's going to be an easy ground out. Lou Gehrig should be powerful. Looks like he was hit off the end of the bat. Mid left field, decent range. Willie Calhoun, 3rd out. Looks like he's going to be struck out. Nope, it's actually just going to be a homer. I'll take that any day. Willie Mays up to the plate with a full count, and he strikes out. Colin Posh, he's a pretty reliable reliever. Time for Hunter Renfroe. Well, he kept his hitting streak alive. That's one thing I didn't really want to do. At least it was a single. We still haven't given up any runs. G-Man Choi strikes out. And Brandon Lowe is going to be a pop-up to our catcher. Already down 2 outs. Let's finish off the inning. Okay, and that's it. Oh yeah, there are 2 Lows in a row. That's why there's Brandon Lowe and then Nate Lowe. They might be siblings. I don't know. Brandon Lowe, his rating really high rated. I don't know why. Obviously, my head scout gives him a rating that's a little more reasonable. Todd Frazier, he gets walked. And now time for Ted Williams. The infield's back, the outfield's back. That's scored a double. I would have actually, it would have been cool to bunt next time I notice one of those. Next time I notice everybody being deep, this is normal. Okay, that's Andy Ibanez up to the plate. It's going to be a fly out. It looks like a sac fly. Nope. It was a sac fly, but our runner was a little too slow. Hunter Renfroe, I guess he's not having a better game, especially defensively. He's, I think, 1 for 2. Obviously. Welcome to the chat. I see we have 3 people now. Be great if you could go ahead, subscribe to our channel. But also, I'm here to chat with you guys. I love streaming because I always get to chat with new people. So throw something down or to the side, wherever the chat is for you. And yeah, let's have a conversation. So tomorrow we have a video going out. It's actually tribute to Jackie Robinson. We couldn't release the video because we kind of got backed up on editing. And it was basically introducing him to a career in the 2020 season, seeing, so damn, Elvis Anderson is out. Why are there so many batters in? Oh, I don't have enough batters. That's why Wagner can play. Yeah, Wagner thought he played shortstop. Hornsby plays shortstop. I'll put Ibanez at shortstop. I need a second baseman, Wagner. He can play second. Yeah, but basically the video, it was seeing what his career would be like if he played in like the 2020 season. So we imported him at the start of his career. He was originally signed by the Dodgers in 1945. He did start playing in 1947. So we imported him from 1945, and we put him in the draft, and obviously we forced the Dodgers to draft him. Damn it, that's the inning. We didn't score anything. We're having a very good game, 9 runs in 6 innings. Stroman is having a strong game. I think he's only given up like 2 hits. Let's actually check that. I'm kind of curious to see where he's at. Yeah, Stroman today, he's given up 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. About 6.1 innings, so. And that looks like a homer. Yeah, that's gone. Oh, there's a ground out and one more out. I'm going to warm someone up to take Stroman's place. This could be an easy pop-up for our catcher. Oh, he moves aside. Thought that would have been an easier catch for the catcher. I see we lost somebody on the chat. Still, though, drop something down below. I'm glad to talk to people. Any any questions about baseball, the hiatus, maybe our podcast? We got a lot of things to talk about, so just why not? And that doesn't look like it's gonna drop. Yeah, so that's about it for all 7 innings. Kiermaier staying in the game. Kiermaier, he's a pretty reliable center fielder in the game. Stroman says he feels fine, so obviously the game's not a big difference. So I'm gonna go sit down Brett Martin. Sorry about that. Yeah, Stroman, he's pretty much he can stay in. Yeah, Beckham struck out 2 games. Stroman, he's at 110 pitches, so I'm gonna put Nasasio in the bullpen. Andy Ibanez, truly a star player. I don't know why he would. He had three balls, clearly the green light. Nice single, Johnny Bench. Yeah, Castillo's pretty good. Bench hits into a double play. Now we're down 2 outs at the bottom of the 8th. Honus Wagner, let's hope he makes some contact. Stroking a single right to the center fielder, Rogers Hornsby. That looks like it hurt. 99 miles an hour. That's what it said. What a drop. Damn it. Okay, let's see what Stroman has to say. He says he has enough to keep going, so I trust him. He's having a really good game, giving him the extra innings. Obviously, if he starts struggling, we would have to take him out, but he's still looking strong. There's 1 out left, so full count. It's a walk. And Austin Meadows, he homered earlier. And that's going to be a pop out to the catcher. Oh, to the third baseman again. We're having another one of those. That's the game. 9-1, and you usually would not see this from the Texas Rangers. Yeah, you see 6 runs in the first inning. Also, my rotation, it's not amazing. Walter Johnson, he's really the best guy there, but his stuff, 40, it's not amazing for a starter. He's clearly reached his potential at the age of 19, which I find crazy. Lance Lynn, he's having a good year. Obviously, his ERA is under 1. Stroman, his last outing, his outing today really made a difference. Minor, his ERA is not very good, but it lines up with his career, especially because he's already 32. And Arrieta, we have him for this year. I think I traded Shin-Soo Choo, who was being paid $1 million more. I wanted to give guys in my outfield a chance, and I knew I could use a 5th starter. So seriously, I see there's still 2 people in this chat, so go ahead, go down, send us a message. Really got nothing to do. I'm just here going live for you, our subscribers, and our future subscribers. banging is just me setting up a pop filter. This microphone, good, it's helpful. So we're playing Ryan Yarbrough today. I'm thinking we're gonna end the stream at 10:30. So there's a strikeout, but they did end up stealing. 4 people on our off the bat. Go follow our Instagram, off the bat baseball. Subscribe to us on YouTube, of course. Turn on notifications. Of course, this isn't a good time to say this as I give up a run. So we're down 1-0 in the top of the first. Arrieta, he's our 5th starter, strikeout, and out. Oh, it's actually a ball, but it's out. Hunter Renfroe, he's on, I think, a 9-game hit streak. Yesterday, he kept his. He, this is now. This would be his 10th game. So let's not let him hit. 3 people still on. So welcome. Not fully here. Just really just playing OOTP. That's what I'd be doing without streaming. But I'm gonna stream, of course, because that's awesome. You guys drop comments down below. Totally down to have a conversation, but you guys need to write something. I can't even see who's watching. It's high, but it's not far enough. It's going to be a deep fly out to center. Yeah, this looks like a really big park. The angle that we're looking at it is kind of weird. So G-Man Choi gets walked. Beckham puts it up in the air to center. Quick toss into second base. Quick toss in keeps us alive. And that's going to be it. The inning's now over. Obviously, Chirinos, 33% throwing out rate for a catcher. That's awesome. So all 3 people, of course, send us some comments below. On this channel, we just do we're trying to stay on live stream a lot, but we're also posting OOTP tutorials and just challenges. We're also doing MLB The Show streams, and we're going to start doing MLB The Show videos. Yeah, we haven't scored yet. Mike Zunino, he had a pretty bad 2019 season, but if he starts up on the Rays, then yeah, they got a man on with 1 out. Kiermaier up with 1 ball. Easy pop fly straight to the third baseman, and that's out. And Arrieta for the last batter. Jose Martinez up in the air to the right field, mid-right field. It's caught. That's the top of the inning. Let's go ahead. Let's make it as offensive as it can get. Andy Ibanez, of course, he's having an amazing year. For a player of this rating, I would say he'd get this WAR all season, but he's really performed well. I was looking to replace him, and I realized that I ran out of shot attempts on the first day, so I let him play, and he had 2 homers, and then I let him play the next game. He went 2 for 4, so his ratings weren't extremely decisive or definitive. I might request a scouting report from my scout. If you're just joining what this game is, I basically brought back a bunch of legends. I had them all sign with Texas onto minor league deals. And so this is the 2020 season, seeing how all of these legends would play. That's going to be safe, and now the game's tied. Willie Calhoun up with 2 outs. It's a full count, and that looks like a strikeout. That's going to be it for this inning. Arrieta, let's hope he can hold down Meadows. He's the main run scorer for Tampa. Last game, he hit their only run in a solo shot to right field. Today, he hit the run scoring single. Obviously, he's at least going to be the future face of the franchise, if not already is. Him, Blake Snell. Yeah, too bad they didn't run. That would have been easy out. Ball on the ground to our second baseman. Hard hit, so of course he's not going to throw it. Oh, I guess it was an out. Willie Mays gets up, 2 strikes, and that's a ball. Clean hop to our shortstop, clean throw to first, that's out. Chirinos, 2 strikes, 1 ball. Looks like a strikeout. He puts it on the line to third, and that's going to be a clean throw to first. That's out. Ted Williams, 2 strikes, no balls. That's it. He's gone. To the next inning, of course, Arrieta holding down a pretty nice game. Zunino, he strokes clean single down to center, and Eric Gonzalez down 2 strikes. Looks like it's going to be a double play. Nope. There's an error. Gehrig messes up on the throw. So now there's bases loaded with no outs. We really got to really... Okay, so there's a strikeout. Let's hope we can get another strikeout. So that's crazy. We just struck out in a 3 straight inning. That's awesome, especially because we struck out Hunter Renfroe, who's he's on a slump. Obviously, I said he was on a hit streak. I guess he was. Yesterday it said he was on a hit streak, but it doesn't look like he is. He's 0 for 3 today. He was 0 for 3 2 days ago. 0 for 3 5 days ago. Or 4 days. Frazier. There's no count. He puts the ball in the air. It's going to be an easy line drive to left, and that's out. Ibanez, 1-1. Puts the ball in the air. Pop fly. Early left. Early right. And the shortstop grabs it. Wagner's 2 for 2. And he hits a grounder to the shortstop. That's going to be a ground out. That's the inning. 5 innings of 1 high game baseball. Arrieta holding down 99 pitches already. Just struck out Ji-Man Choi, the first baseman on Tampa. Now it's Tim Beckham. It's going to be a walk. Let's hope we can just get a double play to finish the inning. Brandon Lowe. He puts the ball to right field. That's a single. And runners are now on the corners. Mike Zunino. That looks like a double. Looks like it's going to be 2 scoring runs. Yeah, so now we're down 3-1. Of course, Arrieta's tired. I didn't see how many pitches he was at. Let's try and get the ball in. No, that's going to be another run scored. Looks close, but it's not. Gonzalez slides, and that's it. Chirinos, throws the ball even worse. Now there's a guy from first. Automatically, he moves to third. Let's try and strike out Kiermaier. That's beautiful. Of course, we gave up 3 runs, so that's not beautiful. That's just going to be an out to right field. It's deep. Okay, we just got a new follower on our Instagram account, Carlos G. I don't know if you're on the stream right now, but if you are, thank you. We're getting a good amount of followers on our Instagram. Right now we're at 435 followers, which it's a record for us. Okay, back to the game. Rogers Hornsby, and that's going to be, it's not going to drop. That's going to be an out. Cleanly stroked to center. Ryan Yarbrough, the reliever. Wait, no, not. Guess he plays relief in some games. I'm familiar with him as a reliever, but I guess he does start. Um, he's in the game still. He's had a very good game. So Lou Gehrig's set to hit. He hits a high ball to left field, too high, so it's not gone. It's in the middle of left field. That is it. Willie Calhoun up to the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Over 2 today, and the ball doesn't look like it's gonna drop. That's the inning. 6 innings done of 4-1 baseball. Oh, I forgot to warm up a reliever. So let's hope Arietta can handle all this. It's deep, but it's not gone. We're already 1 out through. Hunter Renfro. I don't want to. I walked him, so it's not as bad as hitting him. Looks like it's going to be a double play. That's the inning. So Renfro, he's pitched 7 innings. Okay, Gerbero, of course, he's still holding a pretty nice game. Let's warm up Dakota Hudson. He's a starting pitcher. I think he's in the St. Louis organization. I've played with him, and he usually develops to be a reliable player, a reliable reliever too. Obviously, his stats are really good. Robinson Chirinos to the plate, 0-1, puts the ball to third. Looks like it's going to be a double play, and it's executed properly. 2 outs at the bottom of the 7th. Ted Williams up to the plate with a full count. Puts the ball in the air to center, but it's right at him. 7 innings done, 4-1 baseball. Yeah, let's proceed. Yeah, if you're new to the chat, of course, welcome to Off the Bat Baseball. We'd be glad if you like, subscribe, of course. If you like baseball, of course, you should follow us on Instagram too. We post news updates, also updates about Off the Bat. Everything we post, there's a purpose for, and we're really just here to provide entertainment for everyone else, especially during a time like this. So it'd be great if you could really click that red button, click the bell, follow us on Instagram, of course. We're growing pretty rapidly, which is which is great. We're really happy about it. Jose Alvarado, he's the reliever. So now we got 2 guys on base. Of course, a homer ties the game. So let's see. Let's hope somebody has good power. Rogers Hornsby, his batting stats aren't amazing, but we're looking for a shortstop. That's their team. We don't have a shortstop. Yeah, because Andrews is injured. Should I risk putting Elvis Anderson? We don't even know what his injury is. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna risk it. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a strikeout. He actually just a liner to center. So now we're down to 2 outs. Let's hope Gehrig can put the ball over the fence. And no, the ball's too high. It's going to be an easy fly ball to the left fielder, which means the only way for us to win is for it to be a walk-off win. Let's hope. Let's hope Dakota Hudson can play the rest of this game well. Obviously, Chirinos, he's had a horrible game today. He's had 2 errors, and I think he's 2 errors just this game. Jose Martinez, 0 for 5. Austin Meadows. So that's 2 strikeouts, and Hunter Renfro, 3 straight strikeouts to end the inning. It's beautiful. Willie Calhoun, full count. Let's hope he gets a walk. He actually puts the ball in play, hits straight at the first baseman, and that's 1 out. Willie Mays, full count also. He strikes out. Welcome the third person to Off the Bat. Yeah, so basically what we're doing, we're just here to provide entertainment. Obviously, if you could drop us a like, click the red button, the big red subscribe button, that'll help us a lot. Uh, Even just being here really helps. We're happy for you to be here. I'm gonna put Andrew's. It's day to day. He'll actually be ready for the next game. You can see on my roster, you can see some players that are not in Texas that are legends, like Trevor Hoffman, because I don't think he's ready at that level. Edgar Martinez, even Mike Schmidt. Let's. Oh, did I not? Oh, Andrews is back. Obviously, Hornsby is. He's a little bit younger than Mike Schmidt, but his stats are a little more developed, at least from what I can tell. These ratings are crazy. Also, the head scout thinks that he's a little improved. Let's play against Colorado. Shows that most of their lineup is better hitters than mine. A lot of these guys are legends. I think the entire lineup, except for Andy Ibanez, Willie Calhoun, and Elvis Andrus. It also shows Walter Johnson is a lot better, that he's better than Herman Marquez. So this game honestly can go either way. Thank you to Ava Yadira for in 29 for just following us on Instagram. Right now we're at 436. Road to 1K, of course. Uh, our growth. 5 days ago we hit 300 followers. Uh, 2 days ago we hit 400, and right now we're at 436. No, we're not botting our accounts. We're really just having people send it around. We're just here to make genuine content. During a time like this, it's really important. So we released season 2 of our podcast, and we're hosting people all the time because it's really important to us. We released a podcast with the blog Dodgers Nation. They have their own podcast too. Yeah, so we just hit. We're up 1-0. Lou Gehrig just hit a homer. Dodgers Nation, Clinton Brook. Shout out to them. They were really friendly, and we made some great content. Check out our podcast called Off the Bat Baseball. We're on almost every single podcasting whatever like software or app, I guess. On podcasting apps, we're on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcast, Apple Podcasts. Google Podcast recently became an app on the Apple App Store. Ooh, that was a nice stop. Easy throw to second. Walter Johnson, he's struggling. There's a strikeout. That's one out. Trevor Story puts the ball in the air. It's dropping. That's a single. Bases loaded. Ball comes in. 1 run scores. 1-1. And let's try and finish the inning. Daniel Murphy. Ball up in the air. Too high, so it's going directly at our center fielder. Of course, he's going to move a little bit in, and the runner advances to third. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Walter Johnson brings it to 2-2 and 2 with 2 outs. Headache pitch. Ball goes double to left field, and they're going to end up scoring 1 run. They are up 2-1 now at the bottom of the first. Walter Johnson, Tony Walters, pretty good catcher. He throws a single and 2 runs. So now it's 4-1 Colorado. I'm not happy to see this from Walter Johnson. Obviously, that was a stolen base. And this is just going to be an easy ground out. The inning wasn't easy, but that ground out clearly was. Rockies score 4. So let's try and even it out. Honus Wagner, he's hitting pretty well this year. Ibanez, he's doing well, especially for a player of his rating. Rogers Hornsby, put it in the air. That looks like it's If it carried, it could have been gone. Runs definitely not going to score. But we got men at second and third. One out. Johnny Bench at the plate. It's extremely early in the game, but I will switch him with Robinson Chirinos, just because Chirinos is overall a better hitter. Johnny Bench, the Hall of Fame Johnny Bench, obviously he's better in his career. Welcome to Off the Bat. I see we've got another viewer. Please make some comments down below. Ask any questions. You can even request what I'm doing on this live stream being on OOTP because that's all I have. Our MLB The Show streams are from the other guy who runs this channel. Walter Johnson strikes out to end the inning. Looks like we just lost a viewer. That's not nice. Johnson comes in for the bottom of the second, and he puts a ball into an easy ground out. That's one out. Okay, no count, but the ball gets put into a liner to the first baseman. One strike. Charlie Blackmon puts the ball, and Lou Gehrig just created an error. So Nolan Arenado strikes out. That's the inning. You see, we didn't give up any runs. Johnson had a struggling first inning, but I'm still sure we can catch up. There's a single from Elvis Andrus. He's stuck at first. Willie Mays, I think we can do a hit and run with him. His contact's 55. And that ball is crushed. I mean, gone. Doesn't look crushed. It looked like it was hit pretty hard. I guess it only went 375 feet. But now we're up by 2. Let's hope Gehrig can take him deep. It's hit hard, but it's a lot higher than it is farther. Ball's straight at the left fielder. Time for Willie Calhoun. Obviously he's a qualified major leaguer. Even over a bunch of these legends, because this is them at the start of their career, so obviously they're not as good as they will be. Ibanez, he's not a legend. He's just a player in the organization who's doing extremely well. So let's put him up at the plate. Ball's too high, so that's it's gonna be out. Yeah, so of course we score 2 runs. Walter Johnson pitching his Trevor Story, 1-1, ball on the ground in between the shortstop and the third baseman. That's going to be an easy one-run, easy one base, but somebody should have covered second base there. Daniel Murphy, full count, and ball straight to the second baseman. So now we're at 1 out. I'm going to intentional walk David Dahl. And I'm going to hold the runner. Yeah, if that was on the ground, we could have gotten a double play and avoided that inning. Of course, doing things like this has a risk. Herman Marquez up to the plate. So we only ended up giving up 1 run. Walter Johnson, he's only gotten 3 strikeouts this game. Time for Rogers Hornsby. There's no count, and he puts the ball in the air, drops right before it gets to the right field, and that's a base hit. He's going to be on first. Robinson Chirinos. Looks like it's going to be a double play, and what can I say? That was a double play. Walter Johnson, he gets a hit. It goes in between the shortstop and the third baseman. Yeah, time for the top of our lineup. So I think it's Elvis Andrus. He's down 1-2, and he strikes out, unfortunately. We're still having a pretty good game. Of course, scoring 3 runs in the early innings. Let's just hope Walter Johnson can figure out what's going wrong and fix this. He's going into a lot of full counts, and potentially throwing the ball a lot more than he needs to. Arenado goes up. This inning was pretty quickly. The ball was on the ground a lot, and that's it. Willie Mays up to the plate, 2-0. Ball gets pitched, and he puts it right at the first baseman, runs to first, and that's the first out of the top of the fifth. Lou Gehrig up to the plate with a full count, and he gets walked. Willie Calhoun, ball's in the air, but it's hot. It's really high. It's going to be hit at the right fielder, and time for Honus Wagner. Let's do a run and hit because he has pretty good contact. But that's still a ground out, and that's obviously going to be the inning. To the second person who's watching this, yeah, welcome. If you're paying attention, put something in the chat. Okay, so we just gave up a walk. Yeah, so I'm thinking of getting rid of Robinson Chirinos. Obviously, his defense isn't as good as it could be, especially his arm. A lot of the balls he's throwing are they're really bad. Even Tony Walters is doing better in real life. I don't think he's a very good catcher. Of course, he's on the Rockies, and I don't follow the Rockies. If we look at him, he's good at defense, and he's having a pretty good offensive year. Honestly, I could trade for him literally after this game. If you're watching right now, should I trade for Tony Walters? I see we got a third person on. Obviously, this live stream we're doing OOTP. If you have any requests on things that I should do, you should tell me because I want to know what you have to say. So yeah, subscribe, click the notifications button. Obviously, turn it on because who wouldn't want to miss awesome videos? We just lost our third viewer, but. Walter Johnson's up to the plate. He got a hit earlier, and there's his second hit of the game. Does the runner run in? Actually, the runner runs in, and Johnson gets to second. So now we're only down by 2. If Andrus hits a homer, we're out of this slump. So he hits a single, and Walter Johnson runs home. So now we're one run behind, and now we could potentially take the lead. There's full count. The ball, it's too high, so it's going to be an out. We're one run down in the top of the 6th. Welcome to Off the Bat, third viewer. Basically, on this channel, we try and provide as much MLB content and baseball, but since it's not going on right now, we're doing as many OOTP and MLB The Show videos and live streams to entertain our viewers. Obviously, it'd be nice if you could subscribe and turn on notifications. So I'm just playing OOTP. I don't have MLB The Show. The other guy who runs this channel does. One thing you can do, though, you can request anything. Just put it down below in the chat. So now we're down by 2. Arenado comes up, and he comes up empty, strikes out. Trevor Story, 2-2, and looks like a strikeout. That's going to be it for the 6th inning. We're down by 2. If you don't understand what OOTP is, it's just a realistic baseball simulator. So what I did, I made myself like the commissioner, so it's commissioner mode, and you can change anything in the league. And I introduced historical players, all these legends, one at every position, and one at every hitter's position. And then one at every 5 starters and 10 relievers. Hey Gilmore, what's up? Welcome. It's nice that you could join. Do you want me to go back to your was it the Seattle Mariners game? Yeah, so it's just loading. It's kind of annoying. I actually, yeah, I played out the full season, and we ended up being 75 and 87. Uh, that's really good. Gordon ended up having uh, he had a pretty good year. His average is always high, and his WAR is for some reason low. I guess it's maybe he played less games than he did last year. He had no homers. He becomes a free agent. We didn't we. I think that's good that we did pretty close to the Athletics, considering they have a pretty good team. Uh, Lizardo, he just didn't have a good year. I guess their starters just didn't have good years because their starting rotation ERA is worse than the bullpen. They also, I don't know what happened wherever Liam Hendricks is. Is he on my team? Did I trade for him? No, I did not. My rotation pretty strong. I had Stroman, Rourke, Reyes, Gonzalez, and DeSclafani. Uh, if I were to go look at salary arbitration, I already offered to Reyes, and I don't remember doing this. That's why. Like I said, everything. Oh yeah, it was the end of the live stream yesterday, and I wanted to get this finished. So I don't have a bench coach right now, so obviously that's the first thing I'm gonna do. Bench coach. What? Uh, I'm really not JD Martinez. I'm really tired. I'm a 15-year-old kid. I don't. Uh, also, I kind of. How do you recognize a player by voice? Like, didn't you say you were like a were you a Reds fan? Was it or no? You said your family was Arizona fans. Your cousin is a Mariners fan. I'm losing track. We had a bunch of people join yesterday. Obviously, I'm not turning on my camera because I just don't know how. It's gonna take me a lot more time. Also, if I was JD Martinez, I would post on JD Martinez. I would post on his Instagram account to go follow off the bat. Considering we're a pretty small channel, pretty small Instagram, I don't really, I don't see much improvement. Kendall Graveman, Taiwan Walker. I'm not going to keep Walker. I'm going to try and trade away Shaw. He had a good season. His WAR was 1.4. It actually says 2.1 here. I don't know why. You watch a lot of baseball. Interviews are interesting. Okay. Yeah, so obviously, if you want to see something different coming out of this video, if you want to see me, if you want to do like a challenge or something, obviously you can just ask, and I'm probably gonna say yes. Should I go for Kimbrel? I'm just gonna look. Osuna's a little cheaper than Kimbrel. Uh, yeah, so should I go for Posey? I have a bunch of money available for free agents this year. I tried to free up. I thought I did. Where am I losing so much money? Kikuchi, that's the problem. Obviously, Kikuchi's not a problem, but I have a bunch of starting pitchers, so I don't need him. Especially for the contract he's on. So I can either get Upton or Cabrera. I'm actually going to release him. Go for Kimbrel and trade for yourself. You know what? You know what? Let's trade for JD Martinez then. I'm not JD Martinez. I think there's dots in between. Oh, I put the dots in the wrong order. He's being paid a lot. He's actually becoming a free agent, so I would have to sign him. But we can look for Kimbrel, not Jackson Kimbrel, of course, Craig Kimbrel. He's on a deal until 2022, and he's being paid a lot. Obviously, he would have to retain some salary in order for this to be a reasonable deal. Uh, my money's gonna drop by 9 million. I don't know if that's something amazing. Maybe if they drop salary on me, you Darvish, that's too much. I can take. Well, I can't really take much of a financial hit. Neither can them. Uh, so I'm not gonna go for any of them. I'm gonna hope Yusei Kikuchi gets signed by somebody because then I don't have to worry about. You see, he's demanding. His demand is 150. That's a lot. Obviously, Travis Shaw, he's gonna get paid over 4 million, which I can't take. I don't know why you keep calling me JD Martinez. Where's the moderator, dude? Uh, I can get him on the chat if you want, but like right now he's doing a little bit of editing. He's recording another video. He's the one with Photoshop, so he does all the thumbnails. So if you like them, of course, just tell me and I'll pass it along. Wheeler's being paid a little too much. Posey, it'd be nice to have him, but I don't know if I can afford. Like it says I can afford him. I just don't. They can afford retaining that much. All I have to give up is that pitcher, Penn Murphy. Let's just make sure this Penn Murphy guy is nothing amazing. No, he's not. Where's their cool thumbnails? Okay. Yeah. Do you approve this trade for Buster Posey? I'm trading away Travis Shaw, who's being paid 4 million, as projected as 4.4 million, and then this 2 star player, and half a star also, I guess, and then these guys. Yeah. So should I make the trade or not? Easy deal. Should I try and take somebody else? Gosman, he's going to free agency. There's a lot of starting pitchers that end up going to free agency this year. I'm just gonna see if I can take somebody else in this deal. Maybe Mike Yastrzemski. No, he didn't have a good 2020. He actually, I don't know. He's been on San Fran for Yomer Sanchez. Nah. Obviously, they're getting rid of Posey without his salary, so I'm just gonna take the deal. Uh, let's look at the waiver wire. There's nobody currently on it. If I look at arbitration, there's also Kendall Graveman. He's a starting pitcher, and I see a high demand for him. He's easily your fourth starting pitcher. Do you agree with that? Maybe even your third. Yeah, Gilmore. I was planning on staying until 10, but if you're gonna stay on, like how much longer are you planning on staying on? Because it was pretty boring. Nobody was really hitting up the chat. Obviously, I'll stay on for such a dedicated subscriber. Let's check. Can you do a Mariners rebuild? We continue, but make lots of videos and go far in the future. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing the live streams for. So whenever you join a live stream, or at least, yeah, I need help at first base. I got rid of Travis Shaw, so uh, I'm gonna keep playing this one game. Obviously, you'll see it, and every single time we're done with a live stream, it gets posted into a folder of videos on our channel called live stream. We're only staying for another 10 minutes. Yeah, so then I guess we'll be done at 10:10. Brandon Belt, he's being paid a little too much. Brandon Crawford. These guys are all being paid a lot. Like if they want Kendall Graveman, they're gonna have to. Oh, McCutcheon, nah. Segura, they're all being paid a lot. I'm passing by and there are a bunch of these names, but I know for a fact all these guys are being paid a ton. Dylan Bundy, 5 million. Obviously, Nick Castellanos, Travis Janowski, Kurt Casale. Craig Kimbrell's still there, but I don't trust that they're going to want to retain him. I want to see a video series. It's just tutorials and yeah. So we have a video series coming out. We have a cool video series where we introduce legends at the start of their career. I'm gonna have to hide that just because it needs to be clean content, or like our channel gets put on some sort of weird block list. We don't really want that. We're on the road to a thousand subs. Maybe Contreras. Yeah, I understand your point. OOTP, it's kind of becoming a bigger deal. A lot of people are hitting up our tutorial videos because a lot of people are just starting OOTP because once you're stuck at home and you have nothing to do, it's cheaper than buying an entire PlayStation and MLB The Show. My lineup, honestly, I don't understand. Am I not? Am I the GM? Wait. No, I am the GM and the manager. I don't under. Oh. That's why. Salary arbitration. So we're losing Anderson, DeSclafani. Dyson's pretty good, but he's 36. Galvis didn't have a great year. Dennard Span's also 36. Stroman's the only player I'd re-sign, and he wants to go on a longer deal. Gilmore, you know what? Of course, I'll talk about it with Jonathan. He likes doing a series where he goes far into the future, so I'm sure he would be happy. We have a job available with the Jays. I don't know. I just like checking those. Obviously, I'm going to stay with the Mariners. We have a limited amount of money for free agency. I'm gonna, of course, I have Alex Reyes, Tanner Rourke. What is WAR? So it's called wins above replacement, and it's just a way that players are rated. So it's like, obviously, if you have a high average but a low OB, if you have a high average but like no homers and it's all singles, your WAR isn't going to be very high. Of course, if you have a 4.50 ERA and you pitch 100 innings, your WAR will be 2. Like, not exactly, but like on average. Like, if we look, let's go to Mike Trout. He's a great example. He's had crazy WARs throughout his career. And so it's basically a way how anything over a 2 WAR is like considered good. Anything over a 5 WAR is like superstar. Well, 4.5 is like superstar. My, Anybody in the Hall of Fame, like if we look at, give me a let's look at Derek Jeter. His WAR was 79.6. Usually you see a lot of people with WARs over maybe 50 or 60 in the Hall of Fame. That like I'm not super good at explaining it, but they calculate all the stats together. There's like it's really complicated. You know what I'm gonna do for you? List later today. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna try and find a video of JD Martinez. Also, I'm using like a really crappy mic. It's like a $40 one from Amazon. I got it a few months ago to start recording podcasts. I'm also using a pop filter, so could be muffling my voice a little. That's really about it. I see we have three people. We have three people on right now. So if anyone else wants to start chatting, then yeah, Gilmore, we're planning on going live a lot. I think you should follow our Instagram because we're posting updates all the time about when we're going live. You can also always send us a DM. You can ask for certain videos. I know you just asked for that series, so I'm gonna talk about it. I've done videos like that. Like I've had ideas. Obviously, if you want to send us something and you request it, we're gonna make it. You can also message us on Twitter. It's off the bat b-ball. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna end in 5 minutes because there is this YouTuber. His name is Slacker Gaming. He usually does MLB The Show. Off the bat, we like his channel a lot, so he just started. Uh, Go check out. Yeah, I will once I'm done this video. So it's 10:06. Uh, I'm just gonna end it now. I don't think I can start the season and like do any really important moves. So Gilmore, I'm gonna let you go. Before I let you go, I do suggest you follow our Instagram. Of course, you'd be able to DM us, so that's good. And when you DM, we always respond. Okay, I'm actually just looking on Instagram. Uh, okay, well, yeah, I am going to let you go, Gilmore. Oh, oh, you have been following us? Yeah, so we had a YouTube. We've been around for a bit over a year. We started April 13th, 2019. We had like pretty crappy videos. We tried to do like podcasts and like mini videos and like mini series, like picture of the day. We've uh, we started making better content. We introduced a podcast a few months ago. So yeah, send us a DM on Instagram with the video that you want. I'm gonna go listen to a JD Martinez interview. So I'm thank you so much for watching. I'm just gonna end the live stream wherever that is. So where's this tab that I'm looking for? Uh, Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for chatting. But I gotta go now, so bye bye.